Dr. Khalwale, what then do you make of the raft of other contents in the bill? Because this, according to many observers, the increment on VAT, the increment of VAT on fuel is largely going to have consequential effects in, the general economic status, because the LPG gas has to leave Dr. Khalwale's home to reach Kuria Kimani's home. The cost of transport is involved. To reach Mbadi's home is still involved. And largely that will be pushed to a consumer that's already feeling the pinch of the current economic status.
One would be forgiven if he said that these things, these measures that are being taken are bad, if one was saying it when we live in paradise. At the moment, we are not in paradise. We are living under very extraordinary circumstances that obtained because of four major issues, namely the post-corona recession, which is worldwide, affecting all the countries. Two, we have the impact of climatic change. Kenya is one of the biggest victims. Three, we have an impossible public debt obligation. And these things, if you don't manage them and continue assuming that you are living in a different world, then you will remain academic like our good friend, Honorable John Mbadi. But if you are managing a country, you take measures that will, yes, force you to move slowly, but as Confucius said, there's nothing wrong in moving slowly, so long as you don't stop. So, end of this financial year, come next financial years, the benefits will become evident because we will not have stopped. We will be moving slowly by slowly. It is true that it is very painful, but don't blame the one who is trying to redeem the situation and forget the one who caused this mess. And the mess, as I've said at the beginning of my remarks, is not to be borne by any individual. These were things that came, and they happened. We are there.
It's the responsibility, it's the responsibility of the leadership this country has had over time, over the previous governments. And you, as a member of the political establishment, who at in many instances, aside from when you were out of parliament, had exercised power, delegated from the people, what portion of that problem would you take? Because all of you sit in the bicameral parliament, and there must be responsibility from your part in terms of policies that are friendly to the people. And here we have problems because we just never got here from heaven. It's because of leadership that we are here, and a leadership that's trying to address a problem. Well, that's okay, that's fine. But what's the portion of the problem and percentage would you take as a leader in this country of what we are facing at the moment?
In fact, the best you can say that as leadership, we should say the buck stops with us. Last week, when the numbers were announced, 176 members of parliament, members of the National Assembly, took responsibility and voted yes. They said the situation is bad, we must do something about it. The other ones refused to take responsibility and started drama. If, for argument's sake, all members of parliament had voted no, then what would be the recourse? Were you saying the government should grind to a standstill? Honorable Mbadi knows that the government of the late Jomo Kenyatta had 15 finance bills which were passed. The government of Moi, 24 of them which were passed. The government of Mwai Kibaki, 10 financial bills which were passed. And the government of Uhuru, 10 of them which were passed. I have never, in my many years in parliament, and Mbadi was always there with me, gone to a debate of finance bill where there is celebration. Because it is bitter. Taxation is not a joke. If given an opportunity, many people the world over would want to live in a world where they don't have to pay taxes.